Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Geeked Out Podcast. You know, the show where we are sponsored by McDonald's. Just kidding, we are not sponsored by McDonald's, but maybe one day we will get our own meal.
Here he goes. We about to be here for 15 minutes with the sponsors that we're gonna get.
Yeah, we're gonna get all the sponsors. Jaden's gonna get his, Mac on Mac deal.
That is facts. I've been saying this since the EP. Mac on Mac. You didn't ever hear about that, James? I got to get the McDonald's. I have to. It makes sense. Hey, let me.
Looks like someone didn't listen to our song.
How have I never heard this, bro?
Yeah, fake fan.
Yeah.
Let's get that Mac on Mac.
Yep. Jay's got the Mac on Mac, and then we're gonna get some other meal. We'll figure out what to call it then, but
facts.
we
at least got one.
Yeah, we got Tyler here, aka, or I didn't mean to say aka. I meant to be like, we also got Jaden here, aka Mr. J Mac, aka Mr. Mac on Mac, aka go stream all of his songs so we can get the Mac on Mac.
This man's gonna have me dying all night.
And then we also got James back with us. He is officially awake for this one. So,
not dead.
Yeah, he's not dead. We brought him back from the dead. But anyway, guys, welcome to the podcast. I know last week we said we were gonna do the GOAT talk, but if you guys played the Force Unleashed, you should know what Darth Vader says. I lied. So we're gonna save that for next week when we actually have more time, because we're gonna make this a kind of a short episode. It's late at night, and some of us got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow morning, so
it's very early in the night. All right, the night's just starting.
Yeah, okay. So, but I guess we will go back to basketball, since everybody loves when we talk about sports.
Sports. Why'd you say it like that? When we talk about sports.
Nobody likes it when we talk about Marvel or anything. Or Sonic. They like it when we talk about sports.
Because Sonic is sports.
What, James? Say it.
I ain't gonna say it.
But yeah, no. I mean, we haven't really talked too much about this NBA season. So much. We've been more distracted with football, but now that football has ended and the Chiefs have claimed their throne, fly Eagles fly, or am I right? But we're gonna look into the basketball, see maybe who we think could come out of each conference, and see where we're at. Me and Jaden did the whole predictions one at the beginning of the season, see where that's see how that's aligned. I'll be honest, I forgot what I said in that episode. I just know that I didn't have the Jazz doing good.
No.
I don't think no one did.
Technically they're mid, but
right, they're still in playing.
Yeah, but they compete in every single game that they're in.
Yeah, they play like they've seen a 7 game.
But yeah, a lot to unpack. KD played his first game as a Phoenix Sun.
Balled out.
But then again, it was against the Hornets, so let's calm down there.
That is true.
Yeah, let's see when they actually play a good team. Kyrie is playing with Luka. It's been. They hooped. Everybody else.
Nice.
Hey. Tonight though, they balled out.
Oh
yeah.
They both dropped. Yeah, they both dropped 40 and they won finally.
Yeah, as of right now, you can see that there's obvious work that needs to be done with that team still. It'll be interesting still, because they haven't really been able to close games since Kyrie's been there. This was finally a good win. It's okay, well, obviously there's still work to be done, and It's obviously too early to say anything for KD because this was his first game with the Suns.
Yeah.
So my question now is, if it does not start working out and looking the best in Dallas, what do you think Kyrie's gonna do?
Leave.
That's like an actual question,
No,
like because
yeah.
you got to think they gave up a lot for him,
Yeah,
and they literally could gave up a lot for him for
for nothing.
only post All-Star.
Right,
Like imagine only like trading all that for 3 months
right,
and a second round exit.
right.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think Kyrie should stay. I think if he were to run it for a full season with them, they could be scary, especially going into an off season where you could really work and grow and really gain this chemistry with this new team. I think if Kyrie were to stay, it would be very beneficial for his career, for Luka's career, and for the Mavs organization. I think if he leaves, it's stupid. It's to ring chase, because if he leaves and he goes to LA, if he goes and plays with LeBron, certified ring chaser. Yeah, like I'll lose some respect for Kyrie because that's dumb. If he were to go somewhere else, depending on where, might change my opinion. But I think run it at least a year, run a full year with the Mavs, and see where you can get.
So, quick question: even if the Lakers miss the playoffs, you'd still count it ring chasing if he
Yeah,
goes
because it's
to a
Kyrie and
non-playoff
LeBron.
team.
Because it's LeBron.
Okay.
But what? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say,
What?
but what if they trade AD away? You know?
LeBron's still there, ring chaser.
Okay.
I don't think that's fair though. Just because LeBron's there,
Yeah,
because you got to
100%.
think that was literally his best friend while he was in Cleveland.
Real quick, answer me this: where would y'all be if y'all had Kyrie? Y'all would y'all win the chip?
Me personally, I
Okay.
think so.
Okay,
But what does that mean?
that's every Laker fan. So that's my point. Like, he goes to LA and wins a ring chaser. You couldn't do that. You couldn't do that with
Okay, but what if he?
anybody else.
Okay, but
Anyone else?
you're telling
Just
me like, what if he
just
did that
with
with the Mavs this year? Is he technically a ring chaser then? Because he got traded away?
no.
Why? Just
Why
because
would
of
that make?
LeBron's name?
Well, one, yes. Two, that there's no
You got to
there's
think he got traded to a team that had
James
probably
just interrupts everyone.
non arguably probably the leading MVP candidate. If
Say that
not
again.
him, then Joker. I
Who?
said they traded him. Kyrie got traded to a team where they have probably the leading candidate for MVP.
Okay.
And you're not counting that as ring chasing.
No.
But he goes to a beat up Laker team, and if things keep going the way it's going, it's gonna be 2 years now of missing the playoffs.
Okay, let's backtrack real quick. So, keywords is he was traded to somebody who's if not first, second in MVP, traded. That's one of the keywords there.
But demanded a trade.
Okay. But they could have sent him anywhere. They chose to send him to a team with top 2 to 3 MVP candidate.
But he
You
wanted to go to LA, and they didn't. They
Right.
didn't want him to go. They didn't trade
Right.
him to.
Genius. Good job to the Nets organization. Genius. Don't give them another ring. No, but and let's say he does leave and he does go to the Lakers in free agency. That's on his own free will. Like, he chose to go play with LeBron to go get another ring. Make it work here. Make it work with Luka. Like, you have promise in Luka, and I mean, you had promise in James Harden and Kevin Durant and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. You had promise in every single team you went to. Like, figure something out. Don't be the dude that needs LeBron. That doesn't look good. Like, granted, Kyrie's one of my favorite players in the NBA. He's easily one of the best players in the NBA. But don't be the dude that only wins with LeBron. be on Cavs, Celtics, Nets, Mavs. Don't go to a new team where LeBron is. So like, don't go to 5 teams and only win with LeBron. If you're that good, go win somewhere else.
So, if we're saying this about Kyrie,
Are we gonna say that about KD?
are we going to say it about KD?
Yeah, you could say that too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know because I mean he then left, went to Phoenix, and he's now saying I'm not gonna say I'm staying here, and make anything long term or make any promises because KD might dip out too. I don't think at this time I don't think they're really. You can call it ring chasing, but I think someone like Kyrie, he's came out and said like when I was playing with LeBron and I left, I was a child. I wanted to be the star. I wanted to be, but I didn't realize what I had. So now he just wants to go back and play with what he had.
Dumb.
And that's called
He also-
ring chasing
He
now?
also
Like,
he also said he wasn't gonna leave his boy number 7 anywhere, and then dipped. So I don't want to hear about I was a child. Then you still a child if you still even one of your quote unquote best friends for who knows what. Like, don't give me that crap.
yeah,
Boo hoo! You can't play with your best friend. Boo hoo!
I get that, but I'm just saying. I mean,
I'm sure there was a
you
lot
can if
more
you want
that
to.
went
No,
into
I know
it.
I agree, but that point is
I'm just saying,
should
like,
hold
to
nothing.
count it ring chasing, I don't really count it as ring chasing.
Why not?
Because how is it ring? Like, it's not like he's going to a winning team. We
Cavs-
suck. Like, we're trash. I literally don't even think we're making the playoffs. How is that ring chasing? He's going to a trash team.
Cavs were trash. Him and LeBron won in Cleveland. Went to the Celtics with a great young roster, to where the young roster carried him into the playoffs because he got hurt. Went to the Nets, right, with 2 other superstars, Hall of Famers even. Didn't work out, ever. Is now on a Mavs team where right now it's not looking great. Obviously, it's way too early to say anything, and I'd love to see him stay there. Let's say it doesn't work out. Let's say he does leave this offseason just to go back to LeBron because he knew that's the one that he won the ring with. You're not gonna tell me that's any little bit ring chasing?
But again, saying this like you're counting,
teams.
and I get that, but you're counting through these teams. The Nets, you're saying how they had these 3 All-Stars, 3 Hall of Famers. How many games did they play together? Because Harden was injured.
Mm-hmm.
Because KD was injured. Because Kyrie was injured. Because they had COVID. You can't really count that and say, oh, he had such a great team, because it was never a great team that was really together.
What was their mindset when forming this super team? You think it was just to like lay around, play a couple games together, have fun? No, it was to win a ring. And what did they do?
It was to win, but how are you going to win when KD goes down, James Harden goes down, they tell him, yo, Kyrie, you can't play, and then he finally gets to play and he goes down. But then even when he's allowed to play, he's not allowed to play in New York. He's only allowed to play away games and in certain states. How was that supposed to work? And then by the time he was actually allowed to play, Harden said, yo, peace out, I'm gone. And then by that time, everything was in turmoil. As I said, you can't count Kyrie's time on the Nets and really count it against his career because of COVID really impacted that shit. Like, it really did.
I'm going to still count it.
That just makes no sense. Like, he literally was not allowed to play in the state of New York. The team he was signed under contract with, they said, yo, you either put the needle in your arm or you can't play. And he was like, yo, it's against my religious beliefs. Mm-hmm. And now we're going to hold that against his career because he was not allowed to play?
No, I'm not putting it against his career, but was that the entire reason that he was out? Why the Nets didn't work out? No.
That was a cool 80% of it.
How long were they in Brooklyn? Not all 3, just Kyrie.
I think they signed like
years? 2019.
I think they signed in 2019.
That's their 4 years.
And their first season, half of it was cut because of the COVID. Mm-hmm. And then they come back, and the whole first season he was not allowed to play at all. And then I want to say halfway through the second season is when he was finally allowed to play, like officially allowed to play. And then
Okay.
by that time, James Harden dipped out.
Okay.
And then I want to say that's when Kyrie went down and KD's foot was on the line.
Okay.
And then we had last year, and what the fuck happened last year? Last year they just got mopped up. I'm gonna keep it a buck. They got mopped up in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They did. It was terrible. But KD was coming back from an injury last year as well. Because KD, and nobody realizes KD's been injured every single year on the Nets as well. But we don't want to mention that. KD's been injured every year, and you don't understand. He never is playing in the All-Star game because he's always injured. And now we're putting it all on Kyrie.
No, I didn't say that.
But that's what I'm saying. We only are counting stuff and saying, "Oh, Kyrie does it. If he goes here, he's ring chasing." How? Like he's ring chasing because he just wants to go to a place and play, have fun, and win with a friend. And he was not doing that in Brooklyn. And he's sick and tired. He's just wanting to settle down. I'm not saying go to LA, and I'm not saying for him to leave Maps. Like if that's where he's happy, I'm just saying to say if he goes to LA that it's ring chasing sounds stupid.
100%. No, it doesn't. Because
it does.
He only won with LeBron.
I get that.
Why are you going to go to the only person you want to ring with? You can't be happy anywhere else? You don't have friends anywhere else? Like, those points are stupid.
I still don't. I don't think it counts saying just because he won a ring with LeBron and now he wants to go play with him again, saying that's ring shit. Like, they don't have it. Like,
these NBA players go into every single game, every single season, off season, in maybe not off season because some might consider anything else, but it's to win a chip. So you don't think that Kyrie is thinking, okay, who's gonna help me do it? Because obviously KD, James Harden couldn't.
I get that. So technically, isn't everyone ring chasing at this point? Because they're just wanting to go to where they can win.
No, not everyone. Can't say Damian Lillard is.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, the people that are moving in the off season, you can say technically they're all ring chasing because they're literally all trying to go and win a ring. You have your people that are set in stones, but
it's different. You could say that, but it's different. No, you know it is.
I don't think it's different. I really don't.
You're dumb then.
I don't see how it's. I just don't see it. As I said, it's because it's okay when other people do it, but when one person does it, it's
because I'm not. I haven't named anybody.
And I get that, but I get you don't. But I'm just saying, like, it's to me, it's not bad. I don't see a problem.
Who else is saying Kyrie's ring chasing? I haven't heard this one time.
But that's what I'm saying. Even if LeBron moves, say LeBron gets traded this offseason, and the Lakers do some crazy shit, and he goes into Orlando, right? If Kyrie goes to sign to Orlando, like, that's not ring chasing. He just wants to go play with LeBron, bro. Like, leave him alone. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's really all it is at this point. Because you really got to think. As a Laker fan, and this is me saying it and actually admitting it, I think if we had Kyrie this year, I still don't think... I think we might get past the first round. That's about it. I don't think we're beating anybody in the West like that. That's why I really don't think it's ring chasing. If we got Kyrie and we have Kyrie, LeBron, and we somehow hold on to AD and he can play somewhere in like a 42 game range, yeah, we might be able to make some noise, but I don't think we're going to be dangerous like that. Like, I really don't. I don't think it would be ring chasing. We're terrible.
Look, I'll die on this hill. Because that's what it looks like. You had plenty of good teams, and you didn't make it work. Like, if you're one of the superstars, like, make it work. You didn't.
Same could be said for so many other people.
You're right.
Jimmy Butler. Where's his chip? Jason Tatum, where's his chip?
Jason Tatum has time.
Devin Booker, where's his chip?
Okay.
Damian Lillard, where's your chip?
Okay, but what are you getting at?
I'm saying just because you're a star player, you should make it work. These players have had great teams, and they haven't been able. You can't say just because you go somewhere else, it's ring chasing. Just because you've had great teams and haven't,
When
and
you
you're the
know
superstar and haven't made it work.
that's where it's the tiniest bit different. You only win with LeBron. You can't win anywhere else with any other superstar. Like you had Kevin Durant, bro.
Who has proven he can't win without Curry.
So okay, so keep that same energy for Kyrie. He can't win without LeBron.
But you
No,
also
keep the
gotta
same energy.
but you gotta think. You gotta think the people
That's a
that
wrap.
KD
That's a
played with
wrap.
are nowhere
That's a
compared to the people that Kyrie played
wrap.
with, bro. Are you saying that Boston team that Kyrie was on was better than the OKC team that Kevin Durant played on? Because if so, you might as well just stop talking about basketball. Because that team right there was one of the greatest assembled from the draft team. Not the greatest, but one of the greatest assembled from the draft teams. That team was ruthless over there in OKC. And Kevin Durant still couldn't make it work. And you're going to tell me that team's... Come on now.
All I'm saying is if you're going to put that on Kevin Durant, keep the exact same energy for Kyrie.
But Kyrie was injured. Kevin Durant wasn't. Kevin Durant was healthy. There's a difference.
Okay, you're taking a Kevin Durant who, like a brand new Kevin Durant to a Boston, Kyrie, to an injured Kyrie.
Okay,
That's what you're saying.
So Boston Kyrie, right, was around the same time as I want to say like the end of OKC Kevin Durant, like in time frame of like their point of careers.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same time.
That big team. No.
This team, that was just when they blew the 3-1 lead. That right there, that was like what 2013. So yeah, he had been in the league what roughly 3 years, 4 years maybe. About 3-4 years maybe.
Who are you talking about?
And Kyrie, when he was in Boston, was like in his 5th and 6th year.
Mm-hmm.
And got injured.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like it's to say he's ring chasing. I don't think that's fair to say. I really don't.
I think it's perfectly fair.
I don't.
Especially if you talk about Kevin Durant and Steph Curry.
No, because I'm saying like we say like you're saying like the teams that he had, like the team, like what did he like? We talk about he had Jason Tatum, he had Jaylen Brown, and as you just said, early in career, that was early in their career.
Yeah, and they
carried. And we were talking about like he had them right now. They was not playing at this level that year, and I get they carried him, but he was injured, and yeah, they got to the playoffs. But you make those like crazy eyes like they were playing at this level. They really weren't. They were playing good, but they were not playing at this level.
For how young they were playing outstanding.
And I didn't say they weren't. I just said they weren't playing at this level. And that's fair to say.
Okay, technically, yeah, you're right.
Yes, but we acting like he had them in their prime or something. He didn't. So, and we're saying, he had this team. Like, okay, cool. He also had Scary Terry, who barely did what? That whole season. He showed up in the playoffs. That's when he finally started doing something. Like, we're talking about Kyrie's, all these teams he's went to. Like, he's had outstanding teams. He's had decent teams, but he hasn't had no outstanding teams. Granted, the Nets one was supposed to be outstanding. The roster looked outstanding. They could just never all get on the court together. That was their problem. But you can't say Boston was a fantastic team because they were all so young.
I can and will say that was a fantastic team.
They really weren't.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I mean, they did take LeBron to 7 games.
But they're not fantastic. Okay.
Who did LeBron have that year?
Doesn't matter. It's LeBron.
But he had no one, bro. It was a surprise LeBron was even there.
Yeah.
The only reason LeBron was there is because he was LeBron. Like, that's literally the only reason. Because you look at that team and it was pitiful.
Yeah.
So I hope they take him to 7.
Pretty.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Well, I'm glad that one question took us that far.
I know. I know when we said before we recorded to bullshit the episode, we got halfway through it.
Seemed pretty scripted. Like we planned for this.
I guess, I don't know, for everybody else, I mean, any teams you think that could make it out of, I guess, both the East and the West that wouldn't surprise you? Because, I mean, I've been saying it probably all year that I think the Bucks are going to come out of the East.
I still think it's a coin toss between Bucks and Celtics.
Yeah.
Like, those are the only two that are really, like, the ones to beat.
Yeah. And, yeah. In the West, I feel like, in the West, anybody can go. This is the year, like, literally anyone could go.
Yeah.
They could.
The fucking Jazz could somehow maybe go.
I mean,
if they just fucking got their shit together.
Yeah. Well,
the
maybe
problem
not
is because like
Timberwolves.
you look in like the West and like even the number 1 seed, like are they even a true number 1 seed? Like the Nuggets, they're number 1 every year it seems like, but they just can never get over that hump. So it's like, I don't know. Like I hope they do something. I don't like Jokic. I don't not like him, but I don't know. He just like watching him play. It's like, why? You're so slow. Why can you do all this? Like it irritates me that people let him away with this shit, you know. But he's a good player, and so I'd like to see him go far.
Luka, he can't stand.
Bro, same thing. It's like, bro, why are you guys letting him away? Like they're so slow, bro. Like, come on.
Kind of funny.
No, I couldn't. When I saw Luka live, I was like, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I really couldn't.
I want to say because I
want to see the Kings out of the West.
I would like to see the Kings out of the West.
Could you imagine them the drought they've been on, and then out of nowhere, the first year they make the playoffs, they go to the finals and win it, bro? I promise you, if they go to the finals, I'm buying a jersey for them, bro. I'm gonna go all in for the fucking Kings.
Honestly, there's 2 teams I want to see come out of the West if it's not the Jazz, and that's the Kings or Dallas.
Yeah.
I like the Mavericks.
I think it would be pretty cool if, well, not cool. It'd be whatever, but it'd be ironic if the Clippers went out of the West.
Yeah.
Yeah. They, all this talk about, load management and, Kawhi, and all this talk about Westbrook and like all this, but I think it would be pretty cool.
It'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think that's why I don't want the Clippers to win, and it's not nothing to do with Westbrook, but it is to do with the load management. That shit's irritating. No, that's my biggest thing with Kawhi on why I will never put Kawhi even in my top 50 players of all time, because he doesn't play. We've seen probably 2, maybe 3 actual seasons of Kawhi. And then he's been injured or sitting out or load management the rest of it. And it's like, he's a great player. It's like, I just want to see you play more, bro.
I think see you play. I just don't like the idea of load management. And like it's because some of the players have came out and said it too. Like the fans want to see you. Like,
yeah,
come on. Like there are going to be times where you are hurting. Like you need to rest. Like I understand that. Bless you. But to say like, oh, I'm gonna take this amount of time off just in case. No, like I'm not about that. Like I do not stand behind that. I think it's dumb. Like
I get like a game every now and then. Like if you need to take like a game off and you're like, yo, I'm a
Right.
little extra sore today. Like I
like
get it.
like Mike Conley, like he wouldn't play the back-to-backs.
Mm,
Like a lot of the time, like
on that.
he would sit some of them. I'm cool with that.
See,
Yeah.
He's old.
See, for me, I get it more
I get
towards
that.
the end of the season when like like you already know like you're gonna be locked in as like the fourth seed or whatever. So I get like kind of that, but yeah, I feel like, and I think Paul George said it on JJ Redick's podcast, where like load management, like honestly, like it causes more injury than it does, like, because like they're not, like they're sitting out not really doing anything, whereas like if they're playing, then their body's like used to like all of it.
Right. They stay accustomed to that kind of work, that kind of physical play.
Yeah, because
So,
Paul George said like, because like the Clippers have been I feel the poster child for load management.
Oh yeah,
because
100%.
especially because of Kawhi, but
Right.
yeah, but he said like, yeah, we want to play. It's just like
Right.
our staff, like especially with Kawhi because he came off the ACL. But that whole podcast is good. You guys should check it out.
Yeah, no, I like that podcast.
Lame. Not the podcast. I mean the sitting out thing.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see Golden State back.
I don't,
See, that was gonna be the one I was saying. I was gonna say if it wasn't the Lakers, I would personally want to see either the Warriors or the Kings.
Why are you rooting for another Cali team?
Okay, because here's my thing. Y'all know how I felt about Curry. And then, like, 2 years ago, when it was only Curry, bro, and he was putting in the work, I gained so much respect for him. So I want to see Curry do good if it's not the Lakers.
Yeah, I've never
'Cause I'm
seen
like-
anybody switch so fast.
Bro,
Okay.
because I gained so much respect from, like, watching him
Biggest
battle.
player.
It was looking like Jimmy Butler was against the Lakers in the finals. I was like, bro, he's going through it. I was like, I got so much respect for him.
No, James. Yeah, I literally remember like the beginning of the season, opening night, Warriors versus Lakers. And you're just like, I fucking hate Curry so much. And then as the season went on, you know what? I'm starting to like Curry.
I'm starting to like Curry, bro. He's kind of nice. Hey,
I've
I'll
never
admit
seen
it though.
somebody bandwagon so hard so quick.
Hey, it's not bandwagoning. It's not bandwagoning at all because I hated the man and then I watched his game and I really started to like his game.
Yeah,
It's not bandwagoning.
It's just
It's
supporting
the complete
another.
opposite.
It's supporting another player, like how I do
Yeah,
with Giannis.
it's actually, yeah. Because if anything, I would have hopped on that motherfucker right away. I was like, nah. I didn't even hop on him when he was winning the championships. I hopped on him on one of his off years. I was like,
Yeah, okay.
it's kind of nice though. Like, even though he's not doing good, like he's doing good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie's still better.
I guess.
Yeah,
I
okay.
guess for me, I don't even know who I would want out of the West, really. Because I personally think whoever comes out of the East is going to win it.
I would. Okay, so I know at like the beginning of the season, I'm over here saying like the Nets aren't scary, and they still aren't. But at this point, I'd love to see the Nets go and take it all after Kyrie and Kevin left.
Ben Simmons is going to lead them, bro.
That would be a story. That would be
Bro,
hilarious.
could you imagine if Ben Simmons just started going off these next couple weeks, bro?
That would be the day.
Like we just see old school Ben Simmons just dunking on people.
He
bro.
finally gets that jumper that everybody said he would be LeBron if he got.
I swear, out of nowhere, he breaks someone's ankles and hit him with a step back. Boom, and
Step back
everyone
three.
just.
Just like,
Fuck.
bro.
We talked about LeBron getting 3 introductions for that points, bro. That 3-pointer right there,
Shut the
it's
season
gonna
down.
be worse than Joe Burrow's cigar, bro. We gonna see it.
No, that's
every
facts.
dog.
That's facts.
Even if like the Celtics won it, oh yeah, but did you see that Ben Simmons 3 that we hit?
Bro, it'd
Fuck
become
the
the biggest
chip.
meme.
Did you see that 3?
When she finally lets you hit, Ben Simmons shot.
I think out of the East, even though like I don't know about you, James, but like me and Ty have already said, like it's in the air between Celtics and Bucks. I don't know if you like agree with that or if you had somebody else. That's why I said that. But it'd be crazy to see like New York or
The Knicks.
somebody somebody come back like the Wizards, because the Wizards ain't got a bad squad. They're pretty all right.
I would love to see.
I'm not gonna say they got a bad squad, but do you see that game against the Raptors where they went like 2 minutes without scoring?
Yeah.
Both teams.
Yeah.
I would love to see an 8 seed or a 7 seed like go far.
Right.
In the East, I mean, yeah, I said the Bucks because I truly believe that they will. I wouldn't mind seeing the Cavs. Obviously, I'm a big Donovan Mitchell fan, so Jaden's disagreeing because
First year, any year after this one,
Hooper. And then
I'd be down to see the Cavs.
I would also like to see the Heat because I do fuck with the Heat. It's my second favorite team.
Jimmy.
And yeah, I do like Jimmy and Kevin Love. And so real quick, if Kyrie would have went to the Heat, would that have been ring chasing?
That's different, and that's different.
How?
Don't be stupid, James. No, you're stupid.
Full circle.
No, I really want to know how.
No, it's not, because Kevin Love wasn't the one that freaking.
But he won the ring with him.
It's different. Y'all both know it's different. Don't act. No, don't act.
Whoa.
No, shut up.
Whoa.
This isn't an argument.
Hold on a minute.
This is not an argument.
That was the big three, okay?
Shut up.
Kevin Love was Chris Bosh.
Shut up. No, shut up. We're done here. We're not going down that rabbit hole. That's stupid. You guys know it's stupid. I'm not about it.
You know what I'm saying? He was Chris Bosh.
I would have loved to see the Hornets go, but LaMelo's out for the year, so the NBA has lost a viewer.
Remember, I think this was at the beginning. James, weren't you saying that the Hornets would make the playoffs and everything?
Yeah, I think they said they had a shot.
Yeah.
they didn't look too shabby if LaMelo didn't get injured.
No, they're gonna get Victor.
20 and 40.
Can you imagine that? LaMelo to Victor?
The Rockets suck. I don't know.
Okay, you just don't even call me. Oh, the Rockets, yeah.
Yeah, they're 13 and 40.
He's not gonna go. I think the lottery is gonna
to the Rockets.
Not favor the Rockets.
Then the Spurs, 16 and 47.
He would go to the Spurs too.
Or Detroit with Cade.
OKC.
15-48.
I did think about that for a little bit. Yeah.
What? Detroit or OKC?
Detroit.
That is true. I don't think OKC.
No, OKC got
Bro,
too much.
Tell me that wouldn't be nice though.
Oh, it would have been nice, but
boy, Shy, Chet hasn't even played yet.
Skinny boys.
I know.
On that team, if
bro,
Victor
injury prone dog. I swear to God. You better hope no one ever picks scissors, boy. Rock, paper, scissors, you're screwed.
One dive to the ankle, bro.
Done.
Bro, I'm telling you.
For each person, too. Yeah. Except for Shea. And Shea's like a 50-50. He has a little bit of muscle on him. But he's a 50-50. Yeah. He's still skinny.
Yeah. Now that I'm
talking...
Oh, go on.
Go ahead. No, go,
I was just going to say, going back to the West, because I just saw this team and I thought it'd be funny if the Timberwolves went to the finals.
I'd be so mad. I'd be happy.
Because all this shit, like, oh man, you gave up all this for Gobert, and then they,
See, won. I would be very upset, but I'd be especially if they won, I'd be really happy for both Rudy and Mike. I'd be pleased.
What?
What?
James?
But not Donovan?
No. Only
The
because
audacity,
no.
bro.
I'll tell you why too. I'll tell you why. Because he'd been talking too much. He was like the moment he left Utah, like there was a lot of crap being said from him. Like, what are you doing? Like, we loved you. Like, everybody in this city loved the crap out of you. Like, why are you talking so much crap about us now? Like, it's not like we had a say in the trade or anything like that. So don't talk crap.
Let me tell you something.
What do you mean?
Be happy for Rudy, but not Donovan.
Well, also Rudy was my favorite player on the Jazz even when Mitchell was there. So what about it? You know what I'm saying? And
Donovan
it's not
too,
like
on God. Can't stand his ass because it's 2K, bro.
that's fair. No, like
Ty made me hate that guy.
I'd be perfectly
James, remember
fine
when
with-
I told him that?
Oh yeah, that's
when we met him.
I'd be okay if he won it any other year. Perfectly okay, just not this year.
Y'all remember when I said at the beginning though, and y'all disagree with me, and I said that the
About
Bulls were not gonna be scary.
No, I think did Ty agree with me? Because I know I definitely said that.
I thought
the Bulls would make it.
I thought they weren't going to do that good. I thought they would make the play-in, and they still have a chance to make the play-in. But, yeah, I didn't think they were going to be that good. Don't mean to cut you off, Tyler, but we are going to be ending this episode a little bit earlier than what we were anticipating because we had a lot of technical difficulties behind the scenes. So my apologies about all of that. But we basically just go over, like, yeah, who we still think is going to be like coming out of the East, coming out the West, and we'll talk about it more as the season goes on. But once again, guys, sorry about the interruption. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Make sure you follow along on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and we're gonna be trying to branch out a little bit more throughout the time that we're doing these podcasts. But you could also check us out on YouTube. Yeah, you see my beautiful face right here. And then also check us out on TikTok, Instagram. And we're going to try to stream a little bit more. And we're going to try and do a lot of things, bring you guys more content. Especially because now we have to. Because now podcasts are going a little bit shorter than normal. But I mean, next week we're going to be having the GOAT conversation. That's going to be a long conversation. And I believe it's going to be a fun conversation. But thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry about cutting this episode a little bit short. But I hope you guys have yourself a wonderful day. Peace out.